This one question was a turning point for me in my old belief system of thinking that my body was against me to my now current belief that my body is for me. So I'd like to share with you this question and the process that I had to go through in order to make that transition, because it is so key in my own health and well-being today. Blessings. This is Brenda Carey, and I'm a holistic healer for highly sensitive souls. And my intention for this channel is to share wisdom that I learned from my own healing journey of a digestive autoimmune condition so that you can awaken your inner healer. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the initial question that was presented to me by an energy healer and therapist, and then the 3 following questions for self-reflection that I needed to shift my mindset from thinking that my body was against me to my body is for me. And I think this is a crucial turning point in anyone's healing journey. And I'm not saying it's easy to get there, but it's totally possible. So let me give you some context so you know where I'm coming from. I was diagnosed with, again, a digestive autoimmune condition, and I followed standard Western medicine protocols. So that was rounds of antibiotics and steroids and other prescription medication. And after a few rounds, and then also being hospitalized for severe abdominal pain from all the inflammation in my digestive tract, I was so incredibly frustrated because I followed the protocol exactly, and I was at a crossroads. And so I started going to a therapist and energy healer to help me decide what did I need to do next. And in one of our sessions, she asked me this one question. And I wish I could tell you that I received this question with openness and grace, but no, I didn't. I actually got really defensive. She asked me, how could my condition be serving me? And I didn't know what to say because I thought, that's crazy. How could this be serving me? And I gave her basically this long list of how it was not serving me. Things like, I don't have enough energy to get through the day, and I don't feel like I'm as an effective parent as I would like to be. I am not able to do the trainings that I would like to do or work as much as I would like to because I'm so exhausted and I'm in quite a bit of pain every day. What I later realized is that I was basically defending my limitations. And don't worry, I did apologize to the therapist later. But this got me thinking, why did I get so defensive? And I've learned that when resistance shows up in my mind or in my body, I really need to get curious around it. And I thought, well, maybe I could figure out how I could answer this question. And this is the process of the 3 questions that I am going to guide you through. You may want a pen and paper to jot these down if you find that helpful. So, first question, to figure out how my condition could be serving me, I asked myself this. If all of a sudden, just like magic, all my symptoms disappeared and I didn't have to do anything, how would I live my life differently? Like, what would I choose to do, or how would I act differently in my everyday life? And so there was a lot of different things. For the purpose of this video, I'll just stick to one example so you can kind of see how this process unfolds. So one of the things I had always dreamed of doing was getting my Master Reiki certification. This is something that I had felt called to do, but just didn't feel like I had the time or the energy to do it. So that was something that I wanted to pursue if I didn't have symptoms. So what is it for you? If your symptoms went away, what would you do differently? How would you act differently? Now, this next question is key. If you did follow through with whatever you would do differently, for me, that would be pursuing my Reiki master level training, what qualities would I need in order to do that? Like, what personal qualities would I need? And so after thinking about this for a while, I'm like, well, to pursue that level of training, I would have to trust my intuition and know that that life force energy is flowing through me. And not only trusting my intuition, but a deeper level of compassion for individuals going through a really difficult time with their health. And if I were really honest with myself, there were some fears that popped up with that. Fears of, what if I'm just not a, quote, good Reiki master? A lot of imposter syndrome kind of snuck up in there, like, who am I to be an energy healer? So I want you to pay attention to those types of thoughts that creep up when you think about what you would do differently. And notice any fears that come up for you that probably need to be released, and what qualities do you need to cultivate? So then this finally leads to the last question. How could my symptoms or dis-ease patterns help to develop these qualities? Well, I knew that to be a master Reiki teacher, I would need a very deep level of compassion, and I would need to step into my power with just a firm intention that I can trust my intuition and I can genuinely help others going through a rough time. So visit these questions, and it comes back to, how could your condition be serving you? And is there a way, whether it's through my 3-question process or another way, that you can see, instead of your body and mind being against, how could it be that our bodies and minds are always for us? And underneath the surface, we are building such compassion, resiliency, whatever we need in this lifetime. Because, friend, I truly believe that we are beautifully designed from love. And please know that this process that I guided you through, I had to go through it several times over at least a few months, because I was in a really dark time where I couldn't even see how my symptoms could be serving me. But now, in hindsight, I can honestly say that I am a way more compassionate person than I ever was. So, quick review of these questions. If your symptoms went away, how would you live differently? Second question, if you did whatever it is you set out to do with no symptoms, if those went away and you had a particular goal or you pursued a dream, what qualities would you need? And also just notice, like, what fears popped up when you thought about pursuing that dream. And then finally, just consider, how could these symptoms or a diagnosis lead you to that dream or those particular qualities of the person you desire to be? So please just ingest these questions slowly. Like I said, it took me a while to get to this place where I truly felt that my body was for me and my mind was for me. And we are designed from this beautiful place of love. And if this video resonated with you, please give it a like. If you'd like future videos of holistic healing for sensitive people, then subscribe to my channel. And as always, blessings on your healing journey.